And this Saturday is the 20th anniversary of the terrorist attacks on September 11th. And this week, we are dedicating time to remember those who lost their lives.
For the past 20 years, one family has made it their mission to use their tragedy to teach. Austin Love has the story.
My brother was one of those guys that was just tons of fun to be with. He had a fabulous energy, great passion for life.
Geoff Spencer's memory of his brother George is a happy one.
Carpe diem. Seizing the day. He always maxed out whatever the experience was. He was always trying to max it out and make sure that you got everything good out of it.
In 2001, George Spencer was living and working in New York City, an international money trader working on the 84th floor of the South Tower of the World Trade Center. On September 11th, Geoff was working from home when his then wife called for him to turn on the TV.
So something's going on, there's some plane hit one of the towers of the World Trade Center, and I ran downstairs and started watching, and we all saw the second explosion in the South building, and from that moment on, I knew that my brother was in big trouble. And when I saw the tower go down, I came to the probable conclusion that I probably lost him at that moment.
At 50 years old, George was one of the 2,996 people who were lost that day. While the pain was fresh, Geoff and his family didn't want the lasting memory of George to be one of tragedy.
So I was on a mission to make the very best of the story.
The next year, Geoff, his family, and friends of George started the Spencer Lecture Series at their alma mater, University School. In its 19th year, it's a series that has brought in professors, FBI agents, foreign ambassadors, and veterans, with the focus of educating the next generation.
It's special each year to see our students engage. Most of us were not alive during 9/11, so it's a great insight into sort of what that was like for the people who were alive.
All with a focus on peace.
We didn't want anger to be, again, the end of the story.
Understanding.
No one ever truly is gone until they're forgotten.
And using tragedy to teach.
It's a celebration. We're doing something that we can honor him in some way and do something positive.
Well, certainly turning something positive out of such a tragedy, and this will be the 19th year of the George Spencer Lecture Series. They started it the year after George passed, and this year they will feature Jonathan Paris, a London-based speaker who will speak about Middle East and U.S. relations. But again, Danielle, just what a way to continue to honor the life and legacy of George Spencer with this lecture series. And again, they will continue to do that for as long as they can.
Austin, such a beautiful piece. And the one thing that really sticks out to me was them saying that they didn't want his lasting memory to be one of tragedy, but instead they're doing educating the next generation through his life. So love it. Thank you so much for that.